just for like lighter or like white skin, and how that can serve to a lot of people. So with your creation, with Nude Being Skin, how do you feel like the inclusivity of nude in undergarments, how do you think that's impacted the self-esteem of your customers?
So obviously when I created New Skin, I did it because I wanted it. I
Yeah.
knew that there would be other women that wanted it, but I was really just pissed off that I couldn't find something that I needed.
Hmm.
But once we launched, it was amazing getting emails and messages from young women, right? Like women, I remember, I'll never forget, it was very early on. This woman or young lady was a student. She was like, I live in Wales. There's not very many people who look like me around. And I'm
Wow,
saving
yeah.
up to find my first Nubian skin bra because you made me feel seen. And I just thought,
Oh.
oh my goodness, like this is more than just having the right color bra to under a white or sheer top. This is helping her, to your point about feeling othered. She felt like she mattered.
Hmm.
And on the other end of the spectrum, getting emails. I remember this one lady, she was like, I'm 60 years old. She lived in America. She was like, I'm 60 years old, and this is the first time in my whole life that I found tights that match my color. And she was like, I just
Oh.
want to say thank you.
Oh.
I just, that, it's people being seen. And
Yes.
that's so, so incredibly important. And I think if you haven't felt othered, it's very hard to understand exactly how important that is.
Hmm. Definitely. And yeah, I've done this research. Like, I remember this was something I really looked into when I was doing my master's, and I interviewed a lot of Black women, and they said, if something is seen as the standard and you're not part of the standard, then you just feel like, yeah, maybe I'm not cool, or maybe I'm not like prioritized, and then you internalize that. So it could be someone might just say, oh, it's just a pair of undergarments, it's just some tights, but it just means so much more, even if we're not like cognizant of it. And I just love how passionate you guys are about undergarments, but I just know there are probably people listening who are still wearing like 3-year-old knickers with like holes in them and there's just something that they only like maybe would consider when they're in like a romantic setting, or like when someone else is going to see it, and it's not really for them, it's for someone else. And I want to come to you, Katie, about that. Like, why do you think people have this misconception about underwear, that it doesn't really matter, you just have to throw it on? Like, and how do you think people do feel when they are actually investing in their undergarments?
I think it's exactly that. We've touched upon it. It's not seen, so it doesn't matter. But
Yeah.
also around that intimacy, just in terms of going to get a bra fitting, but also in terms of the taboo around talking about lingerie, about
Yeah.
talking about boobs. It's not really a generalized conversation that we have. But the minute one of our friendship groups starts talking about it, everybody opens up, and all of a sudden we want to know, where did she get her bra fitting? Where did she get that bra that makes her boobs look so good? But it's just not a day-to-day conversation. And it's not something that the media kind of write about. The Grazia don't do a bra column every week, but they do a
Yeah.
dress column. And it's
Yeah.
kind of always secondary to the main outfit, when actually, as we've spoken about, it's the foundation to every outfit you put on. But
Yeah.
for some reason, we think we can have the same bra for 10 years, but we can wear 100 dresses over the top. And it just comes with that education. It's all around. We don't talk about it enough, but the minute we're educated, we don't forget. So ensuring that through social media, there's voices like myself, there's brands like Nubian Skin that can talk about not only amazing skin tone bras and bra styles and shapes, but how long should you have your bra for? How
Yeah.
should you put on a new bra? How should you look after your bra? And I think that's the most amazing part about social, is we can get the word out there
Yeah.
much easier.
Mhm.
And I think that we have also fallen into a trap of molded t-shirt bras being a go-to because of
Yeah.
nipples. A lot of us are scared of our nipples showing. Again, that comes on society saying that we're sexualizing. And I have to say thank you, Kim Kardashian, for the nipple bra, because I feel like she actually took that power back and said, you know what? If
Yeah.
we want to show our nipples, we're going to do it, and we're going to do it, and we're going to be proud. So yeah, I think the t-shirt bra is something that we've just always seen as a go-to, when actually if you get bra fitted in a side support non-padded bra, you can get some of the best shape you'll ever see with your bust, and you can wear that under so many outfits. It looks great under a high neck chunky knit jumper, just as it does a thin t-shirt. But we just don't understand bra shapes and what they can do for us because we're not told as well as we should be. So yeah, I think there's definitely more education to be done. And also that ambiguous size range, that kind of, like you're saying, that C cup, that B cup that probably should be in Fs, and they're kind of not educated on bra sizes or what shapes can do for their bust either. So I think it's just continual work. It's exciting. There's a lot to do. But yeah, word of mouth, getting conversations started and opening them up will only help people wear better fitting bras.
That's true. And I think, yeah, definitely the conversations need to move away from almost being sexualized. And I think the reason, why a lot of women feel that they have to wear these kind of slouchy bras that don't actually show off their curves is because they're thinking about that external opinion. They're thinking about, not like the male gaze and like dressing for that. And I think that's what you guys are stressing, that it's for you. It should be a very personal experience. And I know, like, when I wear like a matching set, and I've been single for a long time, so it's always been for me. But I just feel better. It makes me feel like, like I'm doing something special, and it doesn't have to, like with clothes, it shouldn't always be about what other people are thinking. It should be about how you're feeling and the impact that it's having on you. And Katie, I wanted to ask maybe a bit personally, like, what's your favorite like type of undergarment to wear, or do you have a favorite piece that you just wear it and it just brings you that joy?
Oh my goodness, I'm actually wearing it right now, and it's a bodysuit. It's like a cup-sized bodysuit, and it's faux leather with a sheer bottom half, a cute little Brazilian bum that makes my bum look great. The faux leather snatches me in at the waist. It's a plunging bra, like it's just giving. And every time I put that piece on, whether that's underneath a slim-fitting dress, or if I'm wearing it with jeans and a jacket and showing it off, I just always feel amazing. And I think for so long, especially full of us girls, we've had to kind of put ourselves in these small, medium, large bodysuits and never quite found the fit. It might look good from the front, but not the side. So to have the availability across many different brands now, that kind of fuller bust, cup size, back size bodysuit options that can be worn as undergarments, foundations, but also as underwear, as outerwear, and feel supported and feel sexy is really important and kind of like innovative. It's groundbreaking that you can do that even up to a JK cup. We can now wear underwear as outerwear. How amazing.
I love that too. And Ade, I wanted to touch on what we are speaking about with Katie as well. Like, I think a lot of people think nude and then they do think sex, they think, oh, you're just like trying to bear it all. Like, what would you kind of say to that?
I mean, it can be, right? Nude can be sexy, like our skin is sexy. I think, and I don't think that's a bad thing, but I also think that it's a very intimate thing, and it's just who you are, right? Like, everybody has a hue, right?
Yes.
Every single person has a hue. Everybody has their skin, and what's more amazing than feeling comfortable in your skin? And if you're comfortable in your skin, why not celebrate your skin, right? So like. And for me, I think that's why nude is so important. Literally every morning when I wake up and I put on like whatever briefs I'm going to wear, and I put on the bra I'm going to wear, and I just look in the mirror and I'm just like, I just love it. I just love my color, and I just love, like, I love color as well. You can obviously get underwear in any color going, but I just love that little celebration of being like, you know what, my color just looks good.
Yes.
And so nude is, it can be very, very many things, but for me, ultimately, at its base, it's about celebrating your skin and who you are.
Yes. And speaking about celebrations, I heard that Newbie and Skin, it's not just like been in the realms of e-commerce. You have been featured in stage performances, TV shows, and we found out that you provided the foundational garments for Beyonce's Formation World Tour. Can you just tell us about that? How did that happen? Just tell us every step. Tell us
every single detail. You know what? That was an incredible experience. But I remember it was, Formation, the album had sort of dropped, and that was groundbreaking in and of itself. And then we got an email from a stylist, and I wasn't really familiar with that industry, saying, hey, we'd love you to work with us on the Formation tour, and I was like, delete it, it's a scam.
Oh my god. Imagine
that, like, I was like, we're such a small company. I was just like, no. Like, Beyonce is like a superstar. This is a scam.
Yeah.
And so like ignored the email. And then maybe about a day later, I was like, let me just message some friends who are in that industry, entertainment and styling. And I was like, hey, have you guys heard of, so and so? I got an email from him about this, and one of my friends responded in like all caps, respond right now. We know exactly who that is. And so I was like, oh my goodness, if I missed this opportunity. And so I responded, I'm like, hi, yes, we'd love to know more about what you want to do. Da, 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 da. And he got back and he was like, yep, this is what's going to happen. These are Beyonce sizes and colors. Like, apparently she already wore the brand.
Oh, wow.
And, she was like, most of their dances were black. And so they were like, a lot of the outfits were, if you go back and look at the formation tour, they were like cutouts and see-through and lace.
Yeah.
So it made sense
was
why
there.
they would need that. And so, they were like, yes, we'd love to work together. And so then that started the process of, okay, dancers, sizes, what they needed, how many pieces they needed, etc., etc. And so we did it, and then we waited because we were waiting. The tour hadn't started yet. And then obviously, she starts performing, and more images are coming out. And I remember going on her website to like try and get the first glimpse of the images. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I remember like screenshotting it, putting it in an email saying, is this what I think it is? And he just responds 100%. And